Good morning. This is Miss Tracy from K-12 Next Generation, and I'm going to do our third chip trading lesson today, which is really more of a review of what we've done. And you should have your chip trading board that you made and your chips. Before we do, I just want to do a little reminder to my children in the Cherry Children's Center in Africa, and they've been very busy doing some great work. One of the things they're doing is going back and forth between writing standard numbers and expanded notation and the written form of the numbers. And in one area they've been getting them wrong, and it's not really that they're wrong, it's just the format of it is wrong, and I want to just let them know that. So this number is 4,671. And when we read our numbers, that's the way we need to read it. 4,671, 294. Oftentimes you will hear people putting in this word, and it's not supposed to be there. But we do it anyhow. And the word is and. How many times have you heard people say 4,671? Yeah, I do it all the time. What about 294? And when we do that, you're actually putting in a word we don't want in place of the symbol we do want, which is the plus. Okay. So when we're writing this number out, either in expanded notation or in the written form, we would be writing 4,000s plus 600s plus 7 tens plus 1. And what they were doing was they were writing the word and in there, and the computer was marking it wrong. So just be careful and know that we do put and in our numbers sometimes when we say them. We're not supposed to. It really is a plus that we're adding. And we have to be very careful we don't write and in any of our expanded notation numbers. Okay? All right. So just going to do 3 numbers and look at them both in their standard form, their expanded form, and their written number form. Okay. And I'm going to pull this down so you can see my chip trading board. And I'm going to give you the first number, and this is in our written form. It says 4,000s plus 0 hundreds plus 8 tens plus 3 ones. Notice that the numbers are written out in word form, and the place value is written out in word form. And that's what we really should do. If we're going to write it out in words, we should write it all out in words. And the only symbol that we have in here is the plus sign. Okay. So we're going to take and put this on our board. And we have 4,000s. So I'm going to take and put 4 here in the green, because those are my thousands. I have 0 hundreds. So what am I going to put in here? That's right, I'm not going to put anything in there, am I? And I have 8 tens. Remember, I do everything by 2s. There's 2, 4, 6, and 8. 8 tens. And 3 ones. So I want 1, 2, 3. Does your board look the same? Were you doing it with me when I was doing this? Now another thing I have that are in your attachments to the module lesson for chip trading are just number cards. And I'm going to actually take my number cards and I'm going to put them here. A 4, a 0, an 8, and a 3. Because that's going to make it easy for me when I write out my numbers a little bit. It just gives me another way to look at it, so that I have 4 thousands plus no hundreds plus 8 tens plus 3 ones. So it's read 4,083. 4,083. Okay? All right. Let's do another one. So we're going to clear our board. And this one is 7 tens, 0 1. Go ahead and put it on your board. First of all, I'm going to put my numbers up here. 7 and 0. And now I'm going to put the chips up. You should have yours already on the board. Let's see if we match. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 tens, 0 ones. So if I'm going to write that in expanded notation, I would write 70 plus 0. Okay. And now I'm going to write it out in number form, and I have to remember that, or in letter form, that means everything has to be written out, so I have to write the 7 out. 7 tens plus 0 hundreds. Now those of you who do have the first chip trading module, there is an activity in that module that will help you learn how to read and spell the words 0 through 9 and then the words in your place value. That will help you when you have to write them out. Okay. And the last number we're going to look at today, I'm actually going to write it. I'm going to write it out. 346. 346. Okay. Now I'd like you to put that on your board, and then I'd like you to write it in the expanded number. While you're doing that, I'm going to put my number cards on the board. And if you're not finished yet, stop the video and start it back up when you're finished. I'm going to put my chips on the board, and I have 6 chips in the ones, 2, 4, 6, 4 chips in the 10, 2, 4, and 3 chips in the hundreds, 1, 2, 3. And I'm sure that we match because I know how quickly you all have picked up on how to put numbers on the board. So now I'm going to write this in the expanded form. So I have 300 plus 4 tens, which is 40, 10, 20, 30, 40, plus 6 ones. And that's what your expanded number should look like. I'm going to get that 0 closed in. Now, if we were writing it out in word form, it would look like this. 3 hundredths, and I forgot my S there, so let me put that on. 3 hundredths, 4 tens, and 6 ones. Now, you are ready to go and do some practice with these, and I'm going to give you a site that you can go to, and you may already know it. The site is AA Math, and you would type into your browser AAA No, KNOW.com. Okay? And when you get there, you're going to go to grade 1 and look for in the list what says compare numbers, and you're going to click on that, and it's going to take you into place value. Now there are 4 activities that you can do in place value, and I would start with the first one. It shows you how to do it and explains it a little bit, and then you have a game to do it. And when you get really good at doing that and you understand it fully, then go on to the second one, third, and the fourth. Okay? So that you're practicing how to be able to write our numbers in standard form, in expanded form, and in word form. And the next lesson that we have, we're actually going to do some chip trading. Yay! I know, I can hear my African kids saying, yippee! However, you need to have some dice, okay? And if you don't have any dice, then you need to have maybe a deck of cards and take out all of the face cards, all of the jacks, all of the queens, and all of the kings, and all the tens. You don't want any of those in your deck. And when we come back next time, we're actually going to look to see how to play chip trading when we're adding. Okay? I look forward to seeing you all next lesson. Thank you.